Very nice to meet you all. Not meet you all, see you all again. Hi, my name is Vermillion, but you can call me Kaicho. Hi. Hey, sorry if I scared you all, by the way, with my tweets earlier this day. I won't lie, I am not exactly. I'm going to be honest, I'm not 100%. I am not 100%, but don't worry. Just don't worry, I will make it. And thank you all so much for the supers. Honestly, I also do want to point out, I think it's absolutely endearing that I think it's absolutely endearing how you guys always like prepare beforehand. Prepare beforehand, you know, make sure that you guys all start with hey, very nice to meet you. I think that's very sweet. I think that's very sweet. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm doing better now. I'll say that. I was feeling a little under the weather. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I was feeling a little under the weather, but it's okay. I'm doing better. And today, don't worry, I won't push myself. I know myself quite well, so you know I know when I'm not ready to do something or not. So don't worry about it. Looks like the alerts are coming in a lot quicker than the chats, or I'm not sure. Maybe I'm seeing things wrong. But don't worry. But thank you guys for the super so much. Today we're gonna have our very first radio stream. So hopefully that's exciting for you all. I have gotten so many. Thank you so much again for the incredible amount of attention and love you guys all gave me. A lot of marshmallows. It's actually kind of crazy. When I first opened up, I knew I was gonna get quite a bit because you know it's my debut. I know many people are gonna be excited, but I didn't expect 1,000, right? Because I especially like told you guys, you know, you gotta write a lot, and I still got 1,000. That's insane. So one thing I will say is Marshmallow is kind of it's a very simple site, I would say. So there's no real like ability to like mix and match or like, you know, randomize everything. So what I did was I did my best to kind of try it as much as possible to make things random. And I did choose, I think, about 30 or 40 or so. So we'll see how many we can go through today. And if we do end up like going through them all, then we'll end it with maybe some super readings. But we'll see this. Well, yeah, it was over 1,000. So it was quite. It took a solid few hours to go through them, but you know what, it's all worth it. I did end up, even if I didn't choose yours, by the way, I did check out most of them, and I think it was absolutely endearing what you guys wrote. So thank you so much for that. But before we start, of course, I want to say, how is everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Yeah, that was a lot of paperwork. Yes. Yeah, how it's gonna work is simply we'll read through and then you know, so it's just like a radio stream. Yeah, very good, not bad. I'm good. I have tea and snacks. Thank you. That's great. I don't know why I said thank you. I guess I'm thanking you for eating snacks in my stead, because the thing is I'm not feeling well just in general, and as such I've been eating a lot of porridge because, you know, it's just easier to like digest and stuff. But I really want to eat chocolates. I have not wanted to eat chocolate or like some salty kind of snacks or like ice cream or cake or donuts. There's this donuts. So I bought a box of donuts. I bought a really nice big box of donuts like a week or two ago. A dozen of them. a dozen donuts. And I plowed through them over the past week or two, and you know, now I think about it, that might be the reason why I'm feeling a little sick. But there's this. I have one last donut left in this box, and you have no idea how much self-control it took to make sure I don't grab it and just devour it. Hey, thank you so much for the supers. I guess, yeah, the supers are a little the alerts are a little slower then the super. I'll see if I could fix that up. But thank you so much for the supers. It's okay. I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully. Why did you eat all those donuts? Well, here's the thing. When you're younger, right? You have like you have some solid metabolism. When I was young, I easy peasy devoured 12 donuts. It was not even a problem. Like a bucket of ice cream, not even a problem. You know, metabolism like just kicked in. No, not even a problem. Maybe a sick for one day, but that's about it. But I'm an old Kaicho now. I'm an old Kaicho now. But I felt very young, right? I felt very young, so I bought a dozen donuts, thinking this would be easy peasy. Like, oh, I'll be, you know, it was Krispy Kremes. They had a Christmas kind of theme donuts, so you know what? I wanted 12 donuts, no problem, right? I ate one, and then as soon as I finished that one, I just felt like I can't go on. Today I can't go on much longer. I felt, see, it's not even like the number of my age, right? It's more like the fact that I'm not able to eat more than 2 donuts in one sitting. It just really told me how old I am. But that doesn't mean y'all can call me Azusi. I'm definitely more of an oppa, if that makes more sense. Thank you so much for the Akasupa. Thank you. But yeah, so that's pretty much my story. I'm doing well though. Don't worry. I have nice hot water on my table, so we'll see how it goes. Maria, hi Marie. Marilyn senpai, how are you? What does that mean? Can you also relate to eating 12 donuts and not feeling too well? Donuts and ice cream? Okay, wait. All right, listen. Have you ever tried that before? Donuts and ice cream? Like a warm donut. It can't be a cold donut, but like a warm donut and like vanilla ice cream. That is easy peasy, the best combination. So much. Oh, hi Zai. Yeah, I did change up the chat box a little bit. I see your Azusi. I see your Azusi. Mariring. Mariring Shampai. It's beautiful. Thank you. I'll probably use this chat overlay for more like talky kind of things. And I'll be using the other one, which by the way is here. By the way, in case you're curious, yes, it is still here. It's a little scuffed, but yeah, I still have that around. Wow, just loading through. But yeah, I might just be using this one for more softer kind of talks. Yeah. But yeah, hey, well, thank you for coming to my stream, Marin Senpai, as well as I. Oh yeah, the new one does look really cute. Yes, I think so too. It's made by none other than Sheena. So definitely do give him or her or the artist. Actually, I haven't asked, but the artist checkouts. They're absolutely talented. And yeah. Thank you so much for the super as all. I believe. What do you think about fries and ice cream? Yeah. Okay. Listen, hear me out. I didn't think that was a thing. Can I just say I didn't think that was a thing? I thought fries and ice cream was an absolute joke. I thought like it was an absolute joke. I was like, when people said that, I was like, oh no, that's disgusting. Then I tried, and it was actually kind of godly. it was kind of heavenly. I'm not gonna lie. It's a really good combination. Thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Fries and milkshakes. Yeah, no, it's not. It's definitely not. It's not a. What do you call it? It's not a bad combination. It's actually very, very good. Fried. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting excited because we're talking about desserts. But yes, fried ice cream is so good. So good. Thank you, Raon. Thank you. Thank you, Pancake Grill, for $2. Fried ice cream. Okay. Let me tell you my story with fried ice cream just for a bit, right? When I first went to a Thai restaurant, I love Thai food, by the way. Pad Thai, Pad See Ew. I really like Tom Yum Goong, by the way. Yeah, Zai, let's go cafe hopping. Easy peasy. Yeah, I'd be down. Still down. Let's go. Tom Yum Goong soup. I don't know if you know that, but like it's pretty much. I think it's sweet and sour, hot and sour soup. I forget what exactly it is. Anyway, Thai food is honestly one of my favorite foods. And they have some restaurants at least has this dessert called fried ice cream. Now, when I first saw the fried ice cream on the menu, I didn't really know what to think of it. Because, you know, frying is hot. You put it in oil. but ice cream is cold. If you put ice cream in hot water, it melts. So it didn't make sense to me, right? Like, what the heck could fried ice cream be? And then I ordered it because I was curious. And then what came out was a ball of just fried dough. And I was like, what the frick is this? Hi, Dopey. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, you coming by and cooking for me really helped. I think you're a pretty good cook as long as it doesn't have anything to do with ketchup. But thank you so much. And I am feeling a little better. Yes, yes. Yeah, it's basically fried dough. It's just a ball of fried dough. But then once you put your spoon in it, there's ice cream inside. There's ice cream inside. That was like, it literally blew my mind. Like, fried dough, but somehow there's ice cream inside. I put my spoon inside, I ate it, and I was in bliss. That was probably, it was a life-changing moment for me. Like, it was so shocking. Like, it was honestly insane. It was like magical. How do you put ice cream? How do you fry ice cream? You know, like it was an absolutely mind-blowing experience. And it's a shame that I haven't eaten it more. But if I ever had another chance, I would definitely go for it again. Because ever since, fried stuff just kind of became my thing. Fried Oreos, may I just say, is freaking amazing as well. I too want to know how they fried. It's probably some it's probably some dark magic for all I know. I don't know what it is, but it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Fried ice cream is. I think vanilla ice cream might easily be one of my favorite ice creams. I like kind of like nice plain flavors. Cinnamon apple donuts. I think I've actually tried something similar like that. But yes. Anyway, just I know I went on a tangent, but holy moly, I really like fried stuff. Fried ice cream, fried Oreos. It's so good. High cholesterol. Didn't I mention in my debut? My doctor did diagnose me with high cholesterol, but you know what? It's fine. As I said before, life ain't sweet without sweets. If you guys haven't tried fried Oreos, by the way, definitely give that a go. It's going to kill you, so maybe try only like 2 or 3. But it's worth it. Every time I eat fried Oreos, I always kind of... That day, I'm pretty much incapacitated. But it's so freaking worth. Are you alright? Yeah. I'm living my life to the fullest, Marilyn Senpai. Alright. So since we have a lot of marshmallows to go through, let's get right into it. I don't want to keep going on a tangent because I probably could keep talking about desserts honestly forever. So let's get right into it, shall we? But I do want to say though that I have some very beautiful assets made by my beautiful Villions. Let me see. My first asset is... Bam! I'm gonna move myself a little because I messed that up. But... Please watch your cholesterol levels. You can't stop me. You and what army shall stop me? No, I'm just kidding. I will watch it. I really need to work out more, but anyway, yes. As you can see, here is my little setup. I have a little mic up there with the little flames and the diamonds, and I have jajan, your messages, your letters to me, and I'll be reading through them. But you know, it would be a little, let's say, a little lonely just doing this alone. So if does any one Villion wanna kind of sit on my shoulder? Does anyone want to sit on my shoulder while I read through these? I think that could be, you know, it will help me with my little loneliness. So, all right, whoever said me, imagine yourself you're here. Thank you so much, and bam. All right, let's go for these together, shall we? Dopey as well. Let's go for these together, shall we? These, thank you so much for the assets, by the way. I did leave the credits down in the description. Definitely do check those Twitter handles out because they are obviously incredible at this. So it's very, very good. All right. Let's get right into it. Today's radio stream Let me change the BGM. Here we go. Today's radio stream has the topic, what is one thing that makes you very much happy and why? Thank you so much for coming to my radio stream, and let's get right into it. Sit down, relax, maybe get a cup of water, cup of juice, a milk, whatever drink you want. Get some snacks, and get yourself comfy, because we're about to get right into this. Now, these letters are anonymous, which is on purpose, because I don't want anyone to be put on the spot, but at the same time, I want you to be as honest as possible with me. Alright, let's do this. First letter. Dear Ver, the one thing that makes me the most happiest? You. No, I'm kidding. But not really. You're in my top 5, though, so... But honestly, books, any genres, I'll read it. Well, except for textbooks, cause... But anyways, yes, books. Oh boy. If you gifted me a book, especially if it's the book I've been wanting, my favorite series, etc., I would be the most happiest person in the world. Reading is something I've adapted to since I was young. Reading gives me someplace to go when I have to stay where I am. That's why books are my greatest treasures. But sometimes, people misunderstood me for my love of reading. I love to read, but that doesn't mean I don't have a life. Doesn't mean I'm a nerd. So what if I'm a nerd? Nerds are awesome people. Yeah, that's right. There we go. That's right. I only love the feeling that even when you're back in reality, you still feel like you're in a different world. P.S. I was kind of happy when I heard you like to read too. I love you and I will continue to support you, Kaicho. Thank you so much for the letter. Books do have a special place in my heart. You did mention that you want me to recommend you a book. One of my favorite books is actually, I tend to like children's book a lot more, or like, like young adult books. I think those are honestly the best. Longer, classics have its place in my heart too, but there is something very beautiful, something very creative about reading young adult novels. So my recommendation to you is this book called The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane by Kate DiCamillo. It's just to give you a brief synopsis, it's about China doll in the shape of a rabbit. When I say China doll, I do mean the material. So it's kind of like sort of a plate-like material, and it's a doll. It's a rabbit doll, and essentially we follow this rabbit doll through his kind of journey. It's very interesting. It's very hard to explain, but essentially he kind of happens upon many different people in many different locations, and he learns about these people and he learns what the meaning of friendship is. It's a very cute read. It's a very short read as well. So if you guys do want to check it out, please do give it a try. I think it's easily one of my most favorite stories and books. It's very wholesome, very wholesome. For those of you who do know the book, yes, it's a very good book. A very good book. Do I like Harry Potter? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be super honest with you. My first encounter of Harry Potter happened to be the movies, so that's why I ended up only watching the movies and not the books, which is actually very, very bad for me to say. I'm very sorry to say that, because I know the books are incredibly good as well. If I ever have a chance, I'll definitely read the books as well. Yes, 100%. All right. And again, I'm glad that this person decided to kind of say that nerds are awesome. Listen, as a Kaicho who pretty much lives his life going through paperwork, reading all these books behind me, playing games, and streaming online, I'm a nerd too. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. So be proud. Be proud of being a nerd. All right, next letter. Hello, hello. I hope you're having a nice day so far. There are a few things that makes me really happy. One of them is fashion. Ah, I'm not very observant, but any outfits in general draws me in almost immediately. It makes me think a lot. It's really cool to see people with a variety of aesthetics dress themselves. I guess you can say it appeals to the artistic mind, which a lot of us embrace in this generation. Wow, oh, big words. It started out just as a fun thing to pair different articles of clothes together, but ended up being a long-standing passion to style clothes or do anything surrounding it. You could say clothes express people and their identity. May even be a surprise to many. I love fashion because no matter what, there's so much you can learn from it, be it about yourself or people. So yeah, styling clothes and fashion makes me very happy. Fuck! Okay, have a good day. Bye bye, you're too sweet to us. Talk more about yourself too, Bear. We would love to know more about you too. Thank you so much for the letter. Very much a pog letter. I will say this. When I was young and naive, I genuinely did not understand fashion. I thought art would only be, paintings, things in a museum. Every time there was a fashion show or whatnot, I was kind of like, I don't know, it's just people dressing up, right? But when I finally grew up and grew some freaking sense, I realized that the way fashion is, not only for fashion shows, but just in general, the way people wear is the definition of culture, I think. The clothes you wear really defines the culture you come from, really defines who you are, the personality you are. And I think it says so much. The clothes you wear just says so much about you that it's very ignorant almost, I would even say, to not think of it as, in a way, an expression of art. I have a lot of what do you call it? Respect. There you go. A lot of respect for fashion designers, because I have met a few in my life, and like many fashion designing students for sure. And the amount of efforts and work they put in, like you would think fashion would be easy. Just be like, oh, we'll just put them in some nice jeans, some nice clothes, and they'll look good. No, it's so much more than that. Like any art form, it's so much more than that. So it's incredible what I genuinely do feel like it is not respecting fashion if to not call it an art. So I really think that that's a really cool passion too. And I think it's also a pretty rare passion and a really cool passion. So I'm glad to hear that. Next letter. And yeah, fashion designers are absolutely creative. It's insane. Like, I wake up in the morning thinking for like a solid 2 hours just to think about what to wear, right? Like, if I were to meet people, I'm like just sitting down thinking, what could possibly look good together? And I end up just wearing something completely ridiculous, and people are like, hey, did you just get up from bed? I'm like, yeah, totally. I did not put in any effort into this combination. But yeah, again, a lot of respect. All right, next letter. Hello, Kaicho. It may sound strange, but I like to say that your debut is the happiest thing that happened in this period. I have a lot of very big tests in this month, so I've been suffering from them for almost half a year. And especially in December, suddenly you appeared. Your voice and your words are so kind and make me happy enough to fight with the tests. Thank you very much, Kaicho. Sorry for the lengthy marshmallow. I wish you were content with the NIJISANJI Ian family as well. P.S. My English isn't good, but this marshmallow is the first one I ever sent. Kaicho is also the first VTuber I follow too. Oh wait, that's actually sweet. Plus, I don't know much about them, but I want to learn them from you if you don't mind. Well, thank you very much. First of all, I think it's very sweet that not only is my debut the happiest thing that happened to you in this period, but also that I'm the only VTuber that you follow. I think that's kind of crazy. I always expected most of the people who follow me would be like, people who follow the NIJISANJI groups in general, and it just happened upon because I debuted. So I'm thank you so much. That's really kind words. Also, I believe you're not the only one when it comes to people having exams in general. Um, I was actually a little nervous, a little worried, to be honest, when I first came, because I knew December was a busy month. Not only in exam-wise, but just NIJISANJI in general. It's a very busy month. So I was kind of worried that you guys wouldn't be as welcoming. Kind of like, not even that, not ready for XSOLEIL, you know? Because you guys have a lot going on, and I was worried about that. But the fact that you instead said that it's not that, but rather me coming actually made you happy and gave you strength, that's incredibly sweet. That is incredibly sweet. To talk a little bit about myself as well, I agree. I think during the pandemic and all that, I was also in a pretty tough spot. Many things were difficult. In fact, it's kind of shocking to me that a pandemic was already 2 years, even over than 2 years now. But the pandemic was definitely not a good time for me. It was a difficult time. And for me, it was actually it was streamers that really helped me out. Not being able to meet people, not being able to meet friends, it sucked. And so being able to see like streamers have fun online, just in my home, through the PC or my phone, it helped. I'm not gonna lie, it really helped. And I really do owe a lot to those particular streamers. So I'm really happy to hear this, because I hope I could be that kind of streamer for you guys as well. I wish you guys would come to the stream with whatever mentality you have, and kind of leave it relaxed. Because you know what, that's really is what VTubing is. That's what a VTuber is. That's what our purpose is. To make you guys forget about reality for a bit. But I want to take that a step further and say, I want you to leave with a nice, warm, happy, mellow sort of feel. So hopefully I am so far been able to do that despite all the modding I've been doing in the past few days. Yes, thank you very much for this letter. Oh, I guess this would be a lunch break for many people. Well, thank you so much for tuning in during your lunch break. We love the modding. Alright, next letter. Hi there. Hope you're doing okay. And this person put in the little emoji with the ooh. Little ooh. Kind of a text emoji. One thing that makes me very happy is cuddling with my bunny. Oh, that's already so cute. He's usually quite grumpy and basically a tsundere. And when I try to cuddle him, he normally runs away after 1 or 2 minutes. But there's rare occasions where he stays and we cuddle for at least half an hour. He'll give me kisses and make happy noises, and I will kiss him back and tell him sweet things. And in those moments, I feel very at peace. I love him very much and appreciate whenever he wants to spend time with me. Is there something that also makes you feel at peace? Hope you also have those moments. Congratulations on your debut, and I look forward to seeing more from you. I remember you mentioned you might do Korean classes streams. Low-key excited for those, as I'm trying to learn myself. Fighting. Well, thank you very much. Let me just say, a pet rabbit sounds really adorable. I did want a pet rabbit. I had a friend who had a pet rabbit, and they are very cute. Rabbits are very cute. And I say this, like, honestly, it doesn't even matter what the fur color is. I accept all races in a sense, because no matter what the fur color is, the rabbits are just freaking cute, honestly. I will say one thing, white rabbits with red eyes do kind of freak me out a little. Just a little, because there's a lot of there's a lot of horror stories out there about white rabbits with red eyes. There's just a lot of horror stories about them, and I don't really believe in them, but it does make me feel a little nervous. But regardless, bunnies are very cute. I do think bunnies are very cute. I'm sure I never really got to like grab one or like cuddle one before, but I'm sure they're very, very soft. But it is cute that they're a tsundere. You know how I mentioned I'm a cat person. When I do say I'm a cat person, but I do really want a cat that kind of acts like a dog. If that makes sense. Like, you know, like a cat that will, you know, play with me, cuddle with me. Every time I come home, you know, they'll like, you know, come up and say hi. That kind of cat. A tsundere cat, I think definitely has their merits as well. But I might feel a little lonely. I might feel a little lonely. I do think having a pet is very nice in the sense that you have a friend. So, and Anon did ask, do I have something that makes me feel at peace? For me, it's taking walks. I will say, the place I live, unfortunately, and I feel like this is just true in general for like many places around the world. But I unfortunately don't get to see a lot of stars because it is technically it's a very bright place, so I don't really get to see a lot of stars. But if I had the chance, because one time I did go on a road trip once to a place where there were like no buildings. It was just like a campsite. I looked up and I saw so many stars. Just it was actually magnificent. It was beautiful. I don't think I ever felt that calm in my life. Just taking a walk, looking up, and just if there's grass, just lie on the grass and just stare up there and just kind of connect the dots, make some constellations and stuff. I think that's probably what makes me most feel at peace. It's a very meditative, I guess, experience. But regardless, I do feel like just taking walks in general, like in the night especially. Like day walks are good too, but like I feel like night walks has its own benefits as well. It's very peaceful. Yes. I love stargazing so much. Stargazing really is fun. I think my very first experience with stargazing, I went to I forget what it's called. Is it called an observatory? I think that's what it is. I went to an observatory. It was a small one. They had a pretty big telescope, and it was kind of like part of like some sort of exhibition, kind of like sort of a camp thing. They're like, hey, so it was pretty funny now I think about it. Did you know that the speed of light is very, very fast, right? So what they did was I think they shot a laser at the moon, and apparently like the laser pointer part showed on the moon or something. It was weird. And young me was thinking, does that mean that if I were to go to the moon, I could see the laser pointer on the moon? Because, you know, the speed of light is very, very fast, I'm sure, right? But anyway, during that time, we also got to learn about constellations. I got to see the Big Dipper. I got to see Orion. And it was a very nice experience. Especially because it was not just me, it was a bunch of other kids. We were all just looking up at the night sky in a nice breezy kind of afternoon. It was very nice. Oh, but yes, night walks are fine, but make sure it is a safe place. But yeah, that's probably what makes me the most at peace. Oh, okay. You say auroras. That's actually on my bucket list. Before I die, I want to take my parents to go see an aurora, as well as me. I want to see an aurora. I think that's probably easily one on my bucket list. All right, next letter. One thing /s, so things maybe, that makes me happy and keeps me going are my cats. Wow. My 12 cats, to be exact. Wow! It's a lot of cats. I adopted one, but turns out she is pregnant, and it goes from there. My baby Natasha is one of 3 cats that I feed every night outside our house, and she decided that we are her home. Aww. Unfortunately, she died this year, but left me with so many beautiful babies that I spoil and love. I'm always an animal lover. This past year's been hard for me because I lost 3 dogs in a span of 3 years. Every single one broke my heart, and getting my cats helped me so much. They just know when things are harsh at times, and then showing their affection is extraordinary that I can't describe it. They make it worth it, waking up to days I feel like I can't. And even though they fight sometimes or be silly or be stuck on the roof while crying their hearts out, having them is all worth it. I love them, and even though they are many, they all get cuddles and kisses every day, whether they like it or not. With treats, of course. You sound like an incredible owner. You sound like an incredible owner. I don't want to call this person out, but I highly doubt this person's watching stream anyway. There's this person who got a cat and decided she didn't want the cat anymore because the cat was not what she was expecting. The cat was a hassle to take care of. The cat wouldn't show her much affection. She was kind of one of those tsundere cats. So she essentially she didn't like throw her away, but she did end up like just having someone else take care of the cat for her. And honestly, when I heard that, like I was like cats are not like toys, you know? Cats are not toys. Like you don't do that, right? Each cat, or for that matter, each just I just want to like what I'm trying to say is like you, Anon, you sound incredible. 12 cats is first of all something I probably can't deal with. It sounds like a lot of meowing, but it also sounds incredibly adorable. I know taking care of pets is not easy. It takes a lot of determination, a lot of efforts. And I also want to point out that the fact that you are feeding a street cat, that street cat left you so many baby cats, I think in a way it's that cat saying that she trusted you, Natasha trusted you enough that even if she were to pass, you would take care of her babies very well. So I think, if you ask me, I think Natasha passed with a very comfortable and unworrisome, without a single worry. Natasha passed very peacefully, is how I see it. And the fact that you are indeed taking care of Natasha's kids with an absolute, you know, wholesome, welcoming sort of heart, it's incredible. And I understand that, you know, you also mentioned that you lost 3 dogs in a span of years. I think that's probably the biggest thing that's kind of pushing me from getting a pet is I don't do well with loss. Loss scares me. Losing someone or some being that I really put my heart into, I think that's the scariest part. But the fact that you, despite that, still have pets and are taking care of them, I think is one of the strongest things and one of the most lovely things I've heard. So thank you so much for being an incredible person. And I'm sure the cats love you as much as Natasha is and your 3 dogs are as well. Oh man, that's insane. Oh, that's incredible. Wow, isn't that incredible, chat? I know, like, isn't this incredible? 12 cats. Wow, like this person is just, my god, this is that's just so sweet. That's just amazing. Yeah. And yeah, anyone in chat whose pets did pass away, whoa, you have 23 cats, amazing. I just want to say, don't feel sorry for the loss, but be happy for the moments that you had. Because I'm sure that's what your pets also felt when they passed as well. Alright, next letter. I'm gonna take a sip again. One of the things that makes me happy is when I got lost. Oh, when you get lost and just roam around with no destination. Hop on off the bus and train lines in the city, and then exploring the whole new area that I didn't know about before. My most favorite part is when I found a new cute cafe with lots of sweets and good coffees, and spent the day there until sunset. Wow! I want to do this. Listen, Anon. I am too much of a scaredy cat to do that. I am too much of a scaredy cat to do that. But what I will say is, sometimes I do something similar. I just walk around. I just walk. Like sometimes, you know, I have some time to kill, right? I'm meeting friends in like an hour or 2. I came too early. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk around, see what's around. And more often than not, I find things, much to my pleasant surprise, that is incredibly enticing. Whether it be dessert cafes, or dessert stores, or ice cream stores, or bakeries, cake shops, boba shops. No, but just in general. I do like a good bookstore as well, I would say. I do spend a lot of time in bookstores. I just wander around in bookstores, just I don't really have anything I'm particularly looking for. But if I just find a book that's kind of interests me, I just sit down and read through it. I walk around. If I find a bakery, I just go through. Even if I'm not buying something, it's really nice to just smell that beautiful, just the beautiful bakery smell, you know? Like the smell of like fresh bread is just fantastic. And I end up buying something too. I end up buying some bread for breakfast. I think roaming around, of course, again, assuming that it's safe. Of course, assuming that you're comfortable with it. I think it's great. What the Anon is doing, I think is also incredible. You just get on a bus and just hop off. I think that takes a lot of courage, but also that sounds incredibly exciting. That sounds incredibly exciting. I think one day I want to just hop off in just one random city and just see what it can do. I think that could be really cool. I think that could be really, really cool. Thank you for the super. Huggies and big love for all pet owners. Yes, indeed. All the Huggies for pet owners. We just have malls, but not street shops. You know what? If it's a big mall, I think that's also pretty fun too. I sometimes, you know, like if there's a big mall around me, I just kind of go in and it's sometimes so big I just get lost, but I just walk through and then like I 95% of the time I probably won't buy anything, but it's just fun. I think there's something fun of just walking around. I'm the kind of person who, even since I was young, every time I went like shopping with my family, like grocery shopping, right? While my family's trying to get like essentials like meats, vegetables, stuff like that, I just leave them and I just start walking around, just looking at the aisles, just looking at the things that are stocked up. Kind of look for the toy store, see if there's any like new toys around. Look for the sweets, look for the crackers, and I just walk. I just walk around. I think it's fun. I think it's a lot more fun than you might think. So yeah, I mean, going on spontaneous adventures, I think is very underrated. Could be a little scary, but I think it's very much fun. Thank you so much for the super. Love your sweet tooth. By the way, I'm eating some hot fudge cake too. That sounds really good. Walking around is really one of the many small but very essential blessings in life. Alright, next letter. Hi there. I'm looking forward to getting to know more about you and Villions as well. I know this is pretty simple, but one thing that genuinely brings me happiness is music. Let's just say that growing up, I didn't have the best relationship with music for personal reasons. Now that I'm older, anything related to music brings me a great amount of comfort. The world of music is so diverse, and it's so inspiring how there are so many talented and skilled artists out there. I love the feeling of blasting my favorite song through my headphones and going out like I'm the main character. I feel that. I totally understand what that means. I love bonding with others over our tastes in music. I love discovering new artists and falling in love with their individuality. I love going to concerts and letting myself drown in live performances to forget about the outside world. I love sitting at my own piano on a rainy day, playing whatever I can. Remember to let the stress fade away. Music is truly one of the world's greatest gifts. Man, this rings so true. This rings so true. Don't you think? Just me. For me, I never really had a bad relationship with music. I always was a big fan. I think I had many variations of music. When I was a kid, I really liked piano, like classic music. And then around, when I hit puberty, I got into My Chemical Romance. Yeah, Green Day. Sort of more edgier rock songs. Then high school, I got into Oh, okay, but hear me out. They're really good. They're really good. I still think Green Day and My Chemical Romance are like their songs are freaking amazing. But I definitely did have that My Chemical Romance phase, 100%. I was very much edgy, very emo phase. Yes, yes. Back then, my hair was even longer than I have right now. It was good times. High school, I got into Vocaloid. I was just a total nerd, honestly. I listened to a lot of Vocaloid songs. I listened to a lot of utaite songs, essentially, which means utaite means singer, I believe, in Japan. So it's just basically a real life singer singing Vocaloid songs. Absolutely enjoyed that as well. I think my very first one was Hoshiai by Glutamin. I think that was one of easily my favorite songs. It's like it was how should I say this? Like I think between Vocaloid and between My Chemical Romance, like between that, I had a phase where I just listened to game music, like game backgrounds, which was really good too. Very great game background music's out there. But when I kind of listened to like people actually like starting to sing these like really Vocaloid-y songs, I was like, damn. I still listen to it too. I will admit the phase did kind of drop a little. But those do definitely have a special place in my heart. Now what I listen to is VTuber songs. So I'm not exactly any better. Listen to a lot of VTuber songs. I think Luca's latest cover, as well as Luca's cover on Mafia, is really good. Diamond City Lights is an absolute twerkable song. No one can stop me from saying that. Epheria's Godzilla is like freaking amazing as well. Blackout is really good too. Honestly, NIJISANJI songs are pretty good. Song of the Abyss, Hope in the Dark, and Let's Get It Started. Man, just let's be honest here. They're all really good. But yeah, I think Godzilla is actually kind of God tier. Not gonna lie, Godzilla is really freaking good. But yeah, I know I'm pretty nerdy. I hopefully that doesn't put you guys off, but I'm very, very much nerdy. And I do want to mention how in the letter this person said, the Anon said, what's good? I love the feeling of blasting my favorite song through my headphones and going out like the main character. Please don't tell me it's just me and Anon, but there are times when I just like listen, I just turn on, I could go on YouTube, I Google, I search a playlist, music that makes you feel like the villain. Music that makes you sound like the villain. Music that makes you feel like the villain. I just turn that on, and I just start walking outside to where I need to go, and I just feel so badass. Oh my god! I feel just so freaking badass. I just feel like, dude, I'm the coolest person here. Oh, I have like some dark secrets. I have some dark powers. God, it's honestly, it's a little embarrassing, but you know what, it's something I do, so I totally understand. I'm glad that many of y'all are agreeing with me, because it's a mood and it's pretty fun. Oh my god, oh my god. You play air guitar in your room? Listen, I have moments where I just like act like I'm playing the piano. It's just oh my god. But yes, very relatable. Thank you so much for that letter. Yes, I think music could definitely change how you feel and really kind of change like the kind of person you are. Even music has a very strong ability, a very strong power, and it's one of the art forms I genuinely have respect for as well. Like Villion KDA, heck yeah. Alright, next letter. To Kaicho. Hopefully you got this letter, because I'm quite new to this website, so hopefully. Don't worry, I got it. This is hard because I have to choose one thing or person, my best friend or books. Welp, my bestie of 6 years is probably the longest friendship I've ever had, and who makes me happy and smile the most, honestly. Can I say this out loud? Can I say this here? This person says, love you, ho. uh, but yeah, she a real one for real. We partners in crime. Can I say this as well? There's a strip us for lifers. Whatever friendship you two have, I am honestly jealous. That's amazing. I love your friendship already. I don't know you two, but your friendship sounds incredible. Oh my god, that's funny. That is pretty funny. And this person also said, fictional books makes me happy, also. To the point where I put up an all-nighter just because I got addicted to the writing and story and just want more drama, trauma, and angst. I'm currently reading Sarah J. Maas's book 3 of A Kotar. Wait, hold up. I actually don't know this book. Let me quickly Google this. I'm curious now. A-C-O-T-A-R. Sarah J. Oh, A Court of Thorns and Roses. Ooh, interesting. Ah, I'm gonna be honest, I never heard of it. But I'm sure it's a great book. And it also sounds like a pretty edgy book too. Sounds pretty edgy, if I may say so myself. I really need to finish reading my TBR books. TBR. There's a lot of things I don't know, do I? TBR books. TBR? I actually don't know what this is. To be read. Ah, to be. So is it kind of like a list of books to be read? Ah, oh, it's like a book list. Ah, okay. Thank you, chat. Thank you, my Villions. Honestly, because I got a lot listed. Aha. That's about it. Thank you. Love you lots, Kai Cho. Hope stream goes well. Alright, so let me just first start off with your friendship with this this hoe of yours. Okay, listen. Do you guys agree or not that truly a best friend is someone you can swear at? You can swear with. I think it's probably easily one of the best friends you have there. Don't you think? It's just me. Because I think personally, like, if I have a friend who I could just like swear around with, just like, and allow me, again, this is not a very common occurrence, but let me just say, if I were to say, hey, that shit's really great, man, fuck that shit. You know, if you could share that with that person, it shows that you guys are really good friends, you know? I think there's something very endearing about being able to share a moment of swearing in general. Yeah, swearing at each other, like, the fact that you could swear at your friends and still be friends, I think that says so much about your friendship, okay? So, I think that's great. I think whatever friendship you two have is fantastic. Bestie of 6 years, to some people that might sound short, but honestly, it's also a very, very long amount of time. 6 years as a bestie, wow. That's really good. Because, I mean, I had a bestie back in middle school, but, you know, I don't talk with that person anymore. I did get my new besties from high school though, and I do still talk with them. So that's that. As for fictional books, I do personally like fictional books as well. I wish I had a book list too. Maybe I'm gonna make a TBR book list. Now you convinced me. I'll make a TBR book list as well. I think that's a great idea. And if you guys are down, I could share it with you guys too. Maybe we'll read it together. That could be pretty cool too. Thank you so much for the letter. Moving on. Next letter. I had one for 11 years, but the longer you know them, the more they... I didn't read the last part. Let me try to go back to that. I saw it. The more they change. Ah. Listen. Hear me out. And this goes out to all of you. I want to just say this. I understand that people change, and that's just the facts. What I want to say is, people can change only to an extent. Sure, they become adults. Sure, they grow up, they get busy. But Trust me when I say this. I've known some people who have changed a lot. And to be honest, yes, I have decided to stop talking with them. But there was one person who I did end up meeting again. And we talked about how things have been for the past few years that we haven't met. And something I honestly did realize was this person, the only thing that changed about this person was, you know, life around them. But who they are, it's very difficult to change. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but who they are rarely does change. And I think that's the same for all of you as well. All of us. If any of you are scared of, say, growing up, or becoming a different person, or becoming a person you hate, trust me when I say this, and that's honestly probably, like, I'm gonna say with 99% certainty that that's not gonna happen. You'll always be you. In one of my favorite quotes in a game I really do enjoy. Despite everything that has happened, you are still you. Probably botched the quotes, but you know, it's one of my favorite. Yeah. If you know the reference, power to you. Alright, shall we move on to the next letter? Something that makes me happy is when I scroll through Twitter or Instagram and see beautiful animal style artworks, whether it's fan art or their original characters. I'm not really into social media, but seeing tons of pretty arts, even if I'm not that great of an artist, just makes my day a bit better, because they occupy my headspace by just being pretty. Wait, oh my god, I totally relate as well. So I like and retweet them like a bot. I also think about how it's drawn, the line art, technique, coloring styles, and all that. I don't think too much and just immediately follow the artist because I want to see more of their art on my timeline. Then I save them on my phone for personal use as a wallpaper, or just as an archived collection, like I'm hoarding pretty art, even though I don't open or use them. This person is like me for real. I especially like it when an artist draws fan art of stuff I don't know about. I become interested in it because of their art. I got into VTubers because of that, so here I am. Okay, honestly, this is honestly shockingly relatable. Can I first say that before I started streaming in front of you all, I actually haven't really used Twitter. And when I say haven't really used, I'm pretty much saying I never used Twitter. It's my first time I kind of got into Twitter. I didn't... Wait, sorry, one sec. My earphone fell out. Yeah, Twitter was an anomaly to me. An anomaly to me. It was actually quite frightening, I'm not gonna lie. I got the hang of it now, but I was very worried about the culture. Because, you know, before you get into Twitter, the first thing you hear about Twitter is kind of the culture. I'm not saying about... this is definitely not for everyone. Because as far as I'm aware, everyone who's been commenting on my posts and stuff is just been so kind. The Villions have been incredibly kind to me. And the people I follow and the people who follow me have all been very kind. But before I got into Twitter, people did say, you know, like, the Twitter culture is very scary stuff. So I was worried. I was worried not so much that I would be a victim of that, but more like I was worried that I would say something wrong. And I really wanted to be careful. But one thing I really did enjoy about Twitter was the fact that, yes, like Anon says, there are so many talented artists out there. See, one of the benefits of being in NIJISANJI is that I have to follow, well, not have to, but like, you know, I would most likely follow other NIJISANJI members, right? And because I end up following NIJISANJI members and liking their posts and stuff, I end up just being recommended a lot of good artists. Especially artists that, you know, draw VTubers, and then, you know, just in general kind of branches out to all sorts of artists and all sorts of arts. And let me tell you this, I didn't really realize how talented people could possibly be in this planet. Like, have you seen some of the fan art I got? Have you seen some of the art that was, you know, put on Louvre Gallery? Like some of them are really good, like as in like incredible. And having been said, when I say some, I also mean everything, because everyone is so talented in their own way. Of course, some people tend to be a little more advanced, you know, a little more forward into their career as an artist. But like, you know, even people who don't seem to be as talented or, you know, as experienced, looking at their art is also incredibly interesting for me, incredibly heartwarming for me. Because here's the thing. I've worked with a few artists here and there, and I've seen artists grow from literally day one of their first career as an artist. And then, you know, in like 2-3 years, they become freaking insane. And every single art I've seen of them, I can tell you this. The fact that they're able to show it off to people and say like, this is my art, that is an incredibly courageous thing to do. That is an incredibly courageous thing to do. And if there's any artists in chat, you taking pride in your arts, I think is one of the best things you can do. The way I see it, it's kind of cringy. It might be a little cheesy, but the way I see it is, the things you create are your creation. And if you aren't proud of your own creation, then who possibly would be? If you aren't proud of your own creation, then you can't expect others to be proud of it as well. And the fact that I see so many fan arts of all various sort of, you know, level of like ability, and you know, once again, I do also want to say, talent is, I really don't think talent is so much of a thing in the arts world. I think it's genuinely is all experience, hard work, and putting in the hours. I really do think so. So when I see you guys fan arts to me in the Louvre Gallery, each and every one of them, I am very grateful, very thankful, and very proud of you. So please keep up the good works, all of you artists. And thank you so much for giving me an outlet to just see beautiful, beautiful arts. I think it's incredibly wonderful. The position I am in is not a position many people have, and I am very thankful for it. So thank you. Thank you, my Villions. Next letter. Oh, this one's a long one. Here we go. This person says, writing and drawing makes me happy. I feel that. I didn't have a dream since I was young, and I used to envy people who had goals. This is because I was just thinking about what I could do. The scope of my thoughts narrowed, and there were many things to give up. So I thought about what I wanted to do, but that was also a bit of a stretch. It kept me getting philosophical and heavy. Therefore, I thought differently then. What I do when I rest, what I do when I don't do anything, what I do before I go to bed, and what I analyze with concentration. I think I always wrote, drew, and imagined when I was bored. Writing and drawing were always by my side. So I started to get interested in these. I'm writing a novel. That's insane. I'm learning to draw at the academy now. It makes me really happy. Thank you for the super. Oh, sorry, you told me to say one thing, but I said several things. That's fine. I'm a lenient Kaicho. But this is what I'm being honest with. Thank you, Ver. Thank you for reading. I love you. Okay, can I just say? I used to write as well. I wrote short stories. I wrote poetry. And at some point in my life, I really wanted to try writing a novel. I had a pretty insane idea as well. Honestly, I really like daydreaming as well. I totally understand Anon, by the way. I really like daydreaming. In fact, in my head, I have this whole world created in my head. Multiple different characters, different abilities, different relationships, different storylines. And I think the problem for me was that I really wanted to make this into a novel or like some sort of story. But I always wanted to get to the good parts. I always wanted to get to the good part, the climactic parts. You know, the fun parts. I didn't really want to build up a story. Because for me, in my head, they already exist. I already knew this person for the entire time. So, like, trying to explain them to people was kind of where I had trouble with. And not only was it kind of tiresome, but also it was very difficult. So, for me, I gave up. I gave up. Yes. So that's why when Anon, when I'm reading through this, and I read that you were interested in writing and you want to write a novel, I think that's, and I'm not trying to say this in a way of like, oh, I want you to live my dream. I want you to fulfill my dream instead. And I'm not trying to say that. Your dream is yours. But I do want to say I am very, very proud and I look up to you because that is insane. And I think most of chat can agree that that is incredible. I hope you do go with it. Just take it step by step. As a former / sort of current writer, just take it step by step. Don't go crazy. Don't try to do everything at once. One step. Maybe page by page. It's okay. And if you feel like you're getting writer's block, take a walk. I think you're probably underage, so I won't tell you to get a drink. But you know, try to relax. And just enjoy yourself. Just enjoy the moment. I think writing is very exciting. And drawing too is something I'm just not capable of, so all the power to you. Yeah, a chocolate drink. Yes, a chocolate drink. Get some chocolate milk. One shot that chocolate milk and think about what you want to do with that story. I think that's really good. Oh my goodness, he looks up to someone? Is that even a question? I look up to all of y'all. I look up to anyone. Like, all of y'all have like so much talent that I look up to. I am a very, I don't know if you understand this, I don't know if you guys notice this, but I'm a very mistake prone, not a complete. I can't be that perfect person for you. Okay? And I'm not gonna say I'm a perfect person. I'm a person who is mistake prone. I am a person who has a lot of, you know, problems. And I feel like every person I've met so far, and everyone in chats, I believe is someone I can look up to. So, and I think that's a pretty good way to live too. What is, like, there's nothing good about looking down. Down, there's only ground. But up, that's where the limitless sky is. There's always look up, not only to the world, but also to people. And that way you'll learn a lot more. Next letter. Yeah, group hugs. Villion group hugs. I think being humble is a lot better. There's another quote that I really enjoyed from an anime / cartoon I watched. One of my favorite quotes is people who believe that they became an adult alone without any help does not deserve to be an adult. And the way I understood it was, you should always realize that the point you are in now, believe it or not, is not your own doing. And I'm not trying to say that to like just belittle you. It's like, huh, you think you did it yourself? Oh, that's just dumb. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is being appreciative of the people that helped you on the way will make you a better person. Will make you also an appreciative person that people would be willing to appreciate too as well. If you're appreciative, people will appreciate you. And I think that's a life lesson that we should all keep as we grow up. To just know that there are people that helped us to get to this position. And for better or for worse, it's if you were to give up or something, you, in a sense, are giving up a lot more than just yourself. So let's keep strong at it. No pressure though, but let's keep strong at it. Just remember that. Next letter. Today, I end my work and back home as usual. I have a sense this is gonna be a little sad one. Here we go. I see the small present box on my desk. I've been confused a while now. There's a pair of snowflower earrings. Like snowflake earrings. A little sweets and surprise from my dad. I am from a one-parent family. My mom left our family when I was young. My dad took care of me dressed only by himself. He's not good at expression, but he still does as much as he can. I'm happy that I got this little happiness and love in my life. And this person wrote something in Korean. Let me just quickly read it. 그리고 나의 영어 좀 나빠서 미안해요. Well, interesting. This person wrote in Korean, but this sure it's actually not Korean. This person basically said, thank you so much. Nice to meet you, Ver, and congratulations on your debut. I'm guessing this person wrote in Korean because, you know, I'm incapable in different languages. And this person basically thanked me for streaming. Thank you very much. Okay, on. This is so fucking sweet. This is so fucking sweet. Oh my god. Okay, listen. First of all, I feel like I've been saying this a lot, but I have mad respect for single families. Single parents is... I just want to say your father is an incredible being. And here's the thing about fathers. Here's the thing about, like, and yeah, I know family and family are different, but I think people could relatively agree that compared to mothers, fathers do have a harder time kind of showing their emotions to their kids. And I feel like that's probably gonna be me in the future, like 100%. If I were to have a kid, I don't think I'd be like that willing to be like, oh, I love you, my little kid. Oh, I love you. I don't think I'll be like that kind of dad. I think I'll be more like the, so you did good in school? That's good to hear. You got friends? Head pats. You know, that kind of dad, you know? So, trust me or not when I say this. And I you know, you don't even trust me because honestly, like, I think you already know. 100%. Your dad loves you so much. Wow, that is so wholesome. Like, imagine if you like get back from a long day from work or from school, you just come back home. You see a little present box on your desk. Like, there's no reason. Like, there's no explanation to it. There's just a random present box on your desk. And you open it up and it's something so pretty. I would cry. I'm about to tear up. Oh man, that's so sweet. Your dad is great. Your dad is just look, chat. I just want to say, if you have a chance today or tomorrow, my mission to you, my Villions, is to tell your parents that you love them. Please do, if you have a chance. Or you know, if it's not your parents, like your family, or maybe your best friends, whoever. Just tell someone that you know loves you that you love them. I know it's embarrassing. I know it is. I am also embarrassed. I know it is. But if not I love you, maybe I appreciate you. Or, you know, thank you. Because it's fucking A. Man, I'm getting emotional. Just I think they would appreciate it a lot too. Do it not for yourself but for them. And I think they would appreciate it a lot too. Man. I'm a big Kaicho. Big boy Kaicho. Next letter. Quickly move on before I actually cry. Man, that letter was so nice. Such a heartwarming letter. Not trying to trauma dump you, so don't take it too serious, otherwise I'm sorry. I just want to explain. Right. I have anxiety, and much more. So if someone cares about me, that does mean a lot. Even though they're fictional characters, idols, or just animal ways of caring. It's my exam season now, so I desperately need a study stream to study with. Luckily, you decided to do one. I got you. But it's when you said that's okay, and it's fine to someone who fails the exam, that's when I strongly felt that so much I just burst myself into happy tears. It's the feeling when someone cherished you and everything you did. Like a warm hug came out of nowhere. I watched every stream of yours and they always heal me so much. It's worth $0, but everything to me. Your ways of caring is what makes me happy. I call the relationship between Ver and Villion's virtual hug. Oh, sorry. Virtual hug. Every word of yours hugs us. I appreciate that a ton, and I want to hug you too. You did great. Keep going, Bear. Hugs of love. Thank you, Anon. Thank you. Listen. Everything I say here to you guys, assuming that it's not like swear words or like something mean, I do want to say I actually do mean it. Like, you know, when I say I look up to you all, when I'm proud of you all, or when I say that, you know, it is okay. It is fine to fail your exam. I mean it. I really do mean it. I know this is gonna sound empty, so I'm not gonna really put in too much meaning to it, but I do want to say, so one of my biggest worries in life was that I made a wrong choice. I made a wrong choice. I should have done this, and that would have made my life better. That would have changed my life. There would be a better choice in things, and right now I'm living the worst timeline or something. I have those kind of thoughts, and I think it kind of does stem from, you know, my anxiety. I have anxiety too. Even though I'm the big kaicho, I do have anxiety too. There's a lot of thoughts where I'm like, you know, thinking, I should have done this better. Why am I like this, right? Something I tell myself, and it's something I do believe is very true. There is only one timeline. There is only one timeline, and that is this life that you guys are living. This is the one timeline, the one life that you have. And every choice you make, there is no better or there's no worse. There's nothing like that. I think that's a very dumb way to think about things. The right way to think about things is every choice you make is the best choice. Because that is literally the best choice you made. There is no other you making better choices than you. No. Everything that happens to you is the best thing. And of course, in a sense, yes, it is the worst thing that happens to you as well. You could think of it that way as well. But just think of it this way. There is no better or worse. This is your life. Every choice you make is what makes you and molds you. It's what makes you fundamentally as you. It defines you and it makes you who you are. If you fail an exam, that sucks. But listen, there is no you who did better on the exam, okay? From that failure, you might grow. You might learn new things. It's those missteps in life that changes who you are. And every misstep you take, just remember to take another step forward. And if you guys are able to do that, then and honestly, no one can ask more from you, okay? So, I do think, it's kind of cheesy, but I think the reason why humans are able to stand up, the reason why we have two legs, if you think about it, there's actually not that many animals who stand on two legs and like just on a regular basis, right? There's really not many. I think meerkats maybe? I think that's the only one I can think of. But even them, like they usually like run on four legs. The reason we have two legs and we're able to stand up is because we, as humans, I guess technically birds, that's true. But you know, I guess that's true. But the reason we're able to stand up, and rise up, to get up from the ground, right? Is because we as humans have the unique ability to get over our hardships and rise up again and walk with our own two legs forward. The reason why we suck at walking backwards is because we're not meant to do that. We're meant to walk forwards. So, my Villions, always remember that. Always remember that. Walk forwards. Be proud of yourself. Be confident. And be totally awesome. Alright, next letter. Hello and nice to know you there. First of all, congratulations on your debut in NIJISANJI. Thank you. I look forward for your future streams. The question seems kinda difficult for me. One thing that makes me happy is drawing. I find it satisfying and feeling proud of myself when I can create something from scratch. Empty paper. It's fun to be able to imagine something and make it come true with some strokes of lines and paint it with colors. I've been drawing actively since junior high school until today. My goal is to be able to draw like many artists out there. Also, my wish is that hopefully others can find happiness, be impressed, and have their own interpretations for my drawings, as I do for my own favorite artists. For me, that's a form of appreciation of art that means a lot to me. I still got a very long way to go. There's a point where I want to give up, but I always got back in track. Thank you for your thoughtful question. Have a nice day. We have a lot of artists. We do have a lot of artists. And I did mention this before, but I do want to repeat that again. I'm glad that I'm glad Anon, Mr. or Miss Anon. I just want to say, I'm glad that you realize that you do have a very long way to go. Because I think there are too many people out there who are like, oh, I don't have talents. I'm not good enough. And they just give up. They just think, I don't have talent. I don't think that's true. It's not about talent. It's about the effort you put in. It's about how much effort you put in. It's about... Wait, what's the lyrics for that? It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. You know? Like, but I feel like... I know it's funny. But like, listen, I think there is some truth to that, you know? I think there is some truth to that, okay? I think everyone should realize that talent is actually very rare. And honestly, a part of me doesn't even believe talent is a thing. It's really about how much effort you put in and how much you're willing to really care about the things you do. And personally, from me on, I really do think like you enjoy this. I really do think you enjoy art, and I think it really comes from that, because when you said that you feel satisfied and feel proud of yourself when you create something from scratch and empty paper, that right there is exactly how I felt when I first started writing poetry and short stories. And that was literally the best time of my life. The fact that I'm able to create worlds on a blank piece of paper, that is just so fun. To see your own characters or your own drawings thrive in an environment that you made. I mean, like that is... It's really hard to explain. It's not like being God. It's not really that. It's not like a God complex. It's not that. It's more like just feel very proud of what you created and and yourself as well. I think it's a very nice and warm feeling. I'm glad you had this. Yeah, I mean, look, everyone, whether it be drawing or writing, I do suggest you guys try to create something. You know, make a YouTube video even. It's an experience that I feel like everyone should have. It will make you feel very good. It will make you change how you view things. When you try to create something, it's so different, and it actually makes you feel very much alive. So, you know, just give it a try. If you're busy, that's fine. But you know, like maybe later, if you have some free time, just get a piece of paper. Just jot down ideas. Just jot down a little story that you want to make, a little creation you want to make, and trust me, you will not regret it. You will definitely not regret it. All right, next letter. I hope I inspired you. Yeah, I hope so. I think cosplaying really makes me the happiest. I've had other hobbies such as playing basketball, but when I got older, I felt like I was doing that sport as a chore rather than a hobby. My life revolved around basketball, and even today, people still think I'm good at basketball, but in reality, I'm not. I'm just a burnt out player. I got into cosplaying earlier in the year when I went to a local anime convention and took a pic with a Dobby cosplayer. I really liked how much time and effort they put into that cosplay, how people came up to them and appreciated their hard work. A few weeks later, I got my first cosplay and wasn't really too proud of it. It was not until I went to Anime Expo, where I handmade my own cosplay, and people really liked it and appreciated it. I really love the community and how it's so accepting. I love making new friends in the cosplay community, and how everyone has the same interests as you. Thank you so much for the super. This is so sweet. I'm glad to hear that. Alright, hear me out. I'm saying this so much, but I have so much respect for cosplayers and cosplay creators as well. Can you imagine how much... Do you guys really truly understand how much time and effort needs to go in to making a cosplay? It's unbelievable. Like buying your outfit online is already honestly difficult because finding the right size is difficult. Like people who make their own costumes, I am genuinely have so much respect for you. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like I'm sure it's also expensive, but like more importantly, like the effort and time to put in to like try to make. Because the thing about cosplaying is, and I think this is true. Like I'm sure some people like do it for like like to have fun. Maybe to get popularity. Who knows? But I think there are a certain, if not a majority, of people who do it because they really do like the character they're cosplaying, and in a sense they want to pay tribute to them. And that is so hard. I would not be able to cosplay. I would not be able to cosplay. I'm not gonna lie. I won't be able to cosplay. Not because I don't want to, but I genuinely don't know if I'm able to. For many, many reasons. Thank you for the super. For many reasons. Not only because I don't think I have the talent to create my own costumes, but also I just don't have the courage. I just don't. Going out in my own costume, trying to like act like my own character, like I don't know. I don't think I have to. I don't. I'm an introvert. If that wasn't obvious. So cosplayers, listen. So much respect. Thank you so much. Oh, 1 sec. I think someone's at the door. I think my delivery just came. 1 second. I'll be right back. And I'm back. All right, here we go. I believe I can fly. Ay. Y'all flying Villions. I'm back. Come back to me. There you go. You belong here. You belong right next to me. All right. Next letter, shall we? Also, Anon, on the cosplaying, I really do hope, well, I don't know if you have already or maybe you will in the future, but I look forward to seeing your cosplay. Hopefully you'll be willing to cosplay as me. I think that'd be super exciting as well. Alright, next letter. Anon says, my girlfriend. Huh. Huh. Is this your way of showing off now, huh? Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. My girlfriend. I know it's super cliche, but ever since I met her, I feel like all the love I give away is worth it. All of my vulnerable points are bare, but I'm not worried she'll use it against me. She became the reason why I woke up another day, just so I can see her face and see her smile again. She fell first, but I fell harder. Oh, okay, I for sec. See, I'm not very good at romantic words because when I first read she fell first and I fell harder, I was like, wait, is she okay? She tripped? And why did you trip harder? Was you surfing okay? But it meant fell for me. I see. Okay. Now I'm always trying to buy time for my uni life just so I can see her for a couple hours. She might not see this, but this is a shout out to Sasha. Sasha, if you are here, your boyfriend loves you very much. Wait, or it could be a girlfriend. I'm not gonna judge. I mean, like, assume. But anyway, the Princess Bubblegum to my Marceline. Love you, baby. That's really sweet. That's really sweet. Sasha, you are very much loved. Here's the thing. I know it's a little jokey about that, but the whole idea of falling in love with someone, or you know, whether it be a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a lover, or just your parents, or even just a really close friend. You know, a really close friend you'd be down to call home. Just in general, I feel like being able to love someone or being able to show affection to someone, that's a very I would say you're very lucky. I don't even think receiving love, obviously receiving love is great. Receiving love is a very nice feeling as well. But the ability to, or the moment to, or having the option to, or just having, like, you know, that great feeling of affection to the point that you really feel like you love someone, that is a really incredible experience. Y'all in the single gang, don't even worry. Don't even worry. Like, it's going to happen. You're going to find someone who you really do feel like you want to love with all your heart. And that's feeling in itself would make, honestly, your life worth it. Like, look, listen. I just want to say, like, I don't know. Like, I really do feel like everyone should try to love once. Whether it be, you know, even if it's unrequited, being able to, that experience to, like, love someone fully without any, like, worries, any qualms, just purely just loving someone. That is really, it's an unforgettable experience. And you'll probably learn a lot from it. And y'all single gang, don't even worry. Don't even worry. I'm leading it, okay? It'll be fine. We'll all meet our partner, and those of you who already has your partner, very much hope you are enjoying it, and hope you are loving every moment of your life. Next letter. After I get a sip. Thank you for the super. Thank you. I'm listening to it while working, but I can't concentrate because your voice is so good. How about this voice? What if I talk like this? Would that make you focus a little more? Next letter. Dear Vermillion. Whoa, full name. I'm shook. Greetings. Wow. From the land across the sea. I hope this letter finds you well. It's been 3 long years since I depart from my home, sweet home, to pursue my passion and dreams in this petrifying establishment called college. Okay, I can't do this. You want letters, so I thought. Anyway, hi Bear. Every month, my mother sends me her home-cooked meals, and that makes me really happy. It's not like she's really good at cooking or something. Sorry, Mom, I love you. But, you know, there is something about it, like the familiarity. One time, I don't know why, but I get so emotional and eat with teary eyes. Mom. So yeah, her foods is my source of happiness. And I probably need to tell this to her rather than writing this. But I don't think I can handle the awkwardness. Asian parents, am I right? Anyway, thank you for doing this. Really excited for your journey in NIJISANJI. Love ya. Platonically, of course. I mean, you don't have to be platonic with me. I mean, I accept all sorts of love. Oh, this person wrote their name. I don't want to say it, just in case. Yes, you know what? Until your radio stream, I'll make sure I've already told her. You have better. You have better. Because I could only imagine how much your mom will like that. Can you imagine? Like, can I, initials? I don't know. I guess E. I'll say E. E wrote this. But yeah, I mean, can you imagine? Like, even if you're not a mom, even if you're not a parent, like you made like some food for someone for like maybe months or something every month. And then they say, thank you so much. It was delicious. And eating this honestly made me feel so nice inside. I would cry. I would cry. I would just be like, I will make you all the foods. Sit down, let me feed you. I will feed you all the foods. I'd be pretty. I'd appreciate it a lot. So hopefully, Anon, hopefully you definitely did relay that to your mom. And having been said, like, listen, college overseas, I bet it's scary. I bet it is. Living apart from your family is not exactly an ideal experience, right? But every bird needs to fly out of the nest at some points, and I personally think that you're doing a great job already. Because I know I keep saying this. I know it's probably I probably sound like a broken record, so I am sorry. But people who are able to appreciate what other people have done for them, whether it be sending them to college or you know sending them cooked meals every month, those people I believe are the people that could become the greatest people in history. Like they are destined for greatness. Okay? Someone who is in overseas, I know it's scary. But the fact that you're able to appreciate your mother who sends you these foods, even if her cooking is not that great, the fact that you appreciate it honestly makes me feel like you're a great person. Makes me feel like you're a really cool person. A person I would be very down to beat up with and be friends with. So I think you're doing great. Don't be scared. I know college is scary, and I know being overseas is scary, but you'll be fine. And it seems like your mom is looking out for you anyway. So there's nothing for me to say. You're in great hands. Next, Leta. Yeah, stay strong, E. Greetings, Kaicho. To be honest, there are so many things that makes me happy in different degrees. But for simpler explanations, music is at the top. Another music lover. I love to write and draw too, but music is the most impactful in my life. Any genre, I listen to it especially if it's with a story to tell, feelings to convey, or even just for the fun, name it. Music brings colors to my life. I know to anyone it does too, and that makes me happy that I'm not the only one who is being blessed with it. So I'm in the overwhelming happiness that not just the songs or melodies that NIJISANJI creates, hi, NIJISANJI songs, I know they're pretty good, but also the people who is within NIJISANJI have music in their very soul that resonates to them inside out. This is not something to be pressured about, Kaicho. You're at the start of your journey. You and your genmates, so just be you and let the music in you guide and light the path. Wow! Enjoy the melody and harmonies it will give you, and create something that would show you. I like that. I like that last paragraph. That is so sweet. Thank you. There was a point in my life, and I still hold to this, where I do feel like everyone's life is simply just a different melody, right? Everyone's life is simply a different melody, but they all are very good music. Every single one is very good music. Just a different tune, a different melody. And I really like the way Anon put this. Thank you for the super. Thank you. I'm feeling a little down recently. Well, hopefully my stream is helping you out. I totally agree with Anon when Anon says that let the music in your guide and light the path. I think that's a really, really nice way of putting it. My God, that is a really nice way of putting it. Man, I can't even say, I can't even explain it better because this is just perfect. Yes, Villions, you heard Anon, okay? You heard Anon, right? Let the music in you guide you and help you create something that will show you. Oh, that's really good. That's nice. That's really good. Dang, you're better than me. You're better than me when it comes to words. All right, moving on to the next letter. Music is power, absolutely. Oh, there's this game, by the way. It's an old game. It might show my age a bit, but there's this Nintendo DS game that I really enjoy called Elite Beat Agents. I think in Japan it's named something different, but Elite Beat Agents essentially it's basically an Osu game. But I don't know. I don't think it's really giving a spoiler because it's a really old game. Basically in the ending, aliens come to our Earth, and they basically ban music. They ban music, and anyone who plays music becomes stone. Thank you for the super. Thank you, Rookie. Yeah, anyone who plays music becomes into stone. So yes, very scary stuff. But essentially, what happens was the characters in the game decided they had enough, and then they stood up and then started playing music essentially. And the music, like it was like I know I'm not explaining this very well. If you have a chance, maybe play it, or maybe watch someone play it. But it's a very touching moment where it kind of shows that yes, music is life, and music is the energy to our life. And honestly, if you have a chance, yeah, just listen to music. I don't see why not. I think finding your own music is a good way of, helping yourself find yourself as well. Thank you, Sil, for the super. Thank you. Yes, please calm down with my stream. Next letter! I'm a very introverted person. Me too. Not good at talking to other ones, but I really have my own friend group. Only 3 to 4 guys. They are so great, we can share our feelings, talk anything interesting, say something stupid to each other without malice, play games together, or just complain about it's not me who said this, the shit things in our life. When I ask for help, they are always on my side and give me a hand. They let me know how they like me. And for me, they're also very important. I'm glad I have these nice people who are willing to be my friends with me. Not good at English, thank you. No, all good. Thank you for the super, Chiao. Thank you. Good luck with your paper. Yes, you'll do great. I also feel like I agree with this. I'm also a very introverted person. So for me, like, on a daily basis, I only talk to maybe like 2 or 3 people, like at max. I know many people who like have like multiple tabs on their like chat applications. Like they just have like 50 chats going on. They often leave many other people on hold for some reason. I'm like, I don't understand that. Like, I'm the kind of person who, if I get a chat message, I look at it. I look at it immediately because I feel bad. I don't want to keep someone on hold, Natoji, Natoji. Thank you so much for the $20 super. Comfy, encouraging. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm the kind of person who's like, if someone left me a message, I gotta look at it, because if not, then I'm doing them big disrespect. So yeah, for me, like honestly, 2 to 3 people max. Because it's also tiresome. But more importantly, I feel like for me at least, it's very difficult for me to believe or like trust in more than I do feel like I do consider myself a pretty open-minded person, but for me to like really trust someone, I do need to get to know that person a little better, And for me, that's a very small number of people. Small number of people who I got to know over the years. And from those years, I realized I could trust this person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's just me, but like, that's how I feel. And I end up, spending the most time with those kind of people, So, I personally think on 3 to 4 people sounds like a really... I'd rather have 3 to 4 best friends than just like 20 or 50 people who I would be willing, without any problem, to just like leave on hold. That makes sense. I think that's the way I like to live my life, and I think that's the way Anon you want to live your life too. I'm really glad to have a great group of friends who are very willing to help you out. I think those are the best kind of friends. And there is a saying where you could see how a man has lived their life, how successful a life a man has lived by the type of friends they have. So, you know, I think you're doing a great job. Next letter. Oh, I like this one. I like this letter. Things that make me happy are simple things, like my favorite drink or food, and new experiences. Milk tea and chocolate never fail to make my day. They're always a delight to my heart. For real, for real. New experiences are precious to me. I learned a lot by experience. Thank you for the super. This month I got a chance from my workplace to go to the forest in Kalimantan to experience many exciting new experiences, such as exploring the forest, ride a boat to cross the river, and being away from the internet for almost a month. That sounds terrifying. Just kidding. Just in this month alone, I learned many things, and I couldn't get any happier. I hope everyone can experience new things they never have or / done, too. Maybe touch more grass. You're calling us out, Anon! You're calling us out! And inhale fresh oxygen can be a good start. Touching grass is not bad, y'all. Being away from the internet for a month was a happy time. You Anon! No, but what I will say though is if I were to ever go on a break, kind of like for health reasons or, you know, I just really need it, I do think I'll probably try to stay myself away from the internet as much as possible. Because I do feel like that is kind of an important thing to do at some point in our lives. Like, not maybe a month might be too long, like a solid week, maybe like a couple days. Just like, you know, put down your phone. Just try to do things without the internet. I think that actually could be a very valuable experience. I think so. I genuinely think so. I really think so. Y'all touch grass? I don't. But I do think it's a very valuable experience. I haven't tried it yet because, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I am a little scared. I guess without the internet, it's kind of like losing all connections. It is kind of a scary thing. But I think it is very worthwhile. I think it would be. And you know, Anon, like the fact that you went to Kalimantan from your workplace as well, it seems very. Well, I'll always think, what do you work as? Where do you work? But anyway, very exciting experience as well. Both across the river. That sounds so cool. That sounds really cool. I think grass is a vegetable. They do taste pretty decent if you have the proper sauce. But yeah, no, that is really cool. And thank you, Anon, for calling us out. But I think it's worthwhile calling us out sometimes. Yeah, sometimes we do need to realize that life is more than the internet. Let's go out sometimes. Let's go out and get some snacks, you know? You eat it? No. Next letter. One thing that has been helping me a lot in creating happiness is telling myself that the meaning of life is simply to live. I see. My expectations and pressure for myself are one of the main things that often make me feel I don't deserve to be happy because I fail. Now, I want to be kinder and more loving to myself. I want to be a person of love, especially to me. So regardless if I fail, succeed, make mistakes, or do things right, it's all just a part of being alive. Yo, this person is woke. This person is woke. So I'm still okay. I don't have to do big things or be constantly perfect. I just have to live however I want and can, with all my mistakes and accomplishments. So yeah, in short, I'm in my journey of coming to terms with myself. I'm just happy to be alive now, Bear. I get to see your debut, and I get to be part of the Villions too. Welcome! We totally welcome you. Thank you so much for being a part of the Villions. What a wonderful opportunity and privilege it is to be here in this world. I'd love to know what makes you happy too, Bear. Congrats again on XSOLEIL's debut. Thank you. And thank you for the super. Never been great at expressing my appreciation with words, but just know that you ignite some sparks in my life. Ah, great, thank you. Anon, listen, hear me out. You are like 10 steps ahead of me. I know I preach these stuff, but it's very difficult for me to actually get into that mindset. I'm also pretty weak. And also I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think we all have our own ways and our own timings to kind of like develop and kind of grow. I don't think any one of us that needs to feel pressured. You know what I mean? Hey, Meow Meow, thank you so much for the super. my voice makes you feel better, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Like, listen, really, yeah. Life is... I know life is hard. I know it is. It's you know, I'm saying it's fucking hard. Living is sometimes really fucking hard, okay? But at the same time, you do need to realize that it's actually not that... It's not that complicated. I know it's hard, but it's not... Life is not very complicated. What I mean by this is, I think Anon puts this very, very well. But, life, whether it be the hardships, sadness, the things you lose, or even the things you gain, all the happiness, it's all just part of being alive. Right? There's nothing about thinking like, hey, I don't know if I'm doing a good job in living. I think I'm wasting my life. There's no such thing like that, okay? It's all a part about being alive. It's all a part of, you know, just the process of life. And I think Anon is super woke in the sense that, you know, I think Anon put this very well. And yes, also, it's very important, guys. Every one of you. After you say I love you to your parents, say I love you to yourself. Give yourself a big hug. Because I know how hard it is. Every part of our lives, there's something that's very struggle worthy. There's something hard that's going on. So give yourself a hug. Congratulate yourself for all the accomplishments, all the accomplishments that you guys have made so far. No. Hey, Kakemi, you say you don't deserve it? Don't make me come and slap you. Because truth is, even if you don't think even if you don't think you deserve it, and you know, trust me, I did have those moments in my life as well. Regardless, you should still try to realize that, you know what? You're doing great. Okay? You're doing great. And tell yourself that too. Oh, here's a little tip I wanna give you all people who are taking exams, who are still need to take exams. One tip I do when I'm really nervous and I really don't think I'm ready for it, or when I'm like really like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna succeed. What I do is before the start of the exam, or you know, at the very start of the exam, I take some time. I saw that it's only gonna take you 5 or 10 seconds. Don't even worry. Right at the top of the exam, I can do it. I trust you. Let's write those 2 words. And trust me, trust in the me that trusts in you. It'll actually help a lot. I feel it's a psychology thing, 100%. Hex could probably tell you more about it, but just write those 2 words. Give yourself some affirmation. Give yourself some, you know, confidence, because you know you're ready for it, and you deserve it. Okay. Don't worry, y'all got this. You're doing just fine. Next letter. Something that would make me happy is when is the first time hearing the sound when an arrow hits the targets. Oh, wait, that's interesting, but I totally agree. I could shoot for 2 to 3 hours straight just to hear it. I haven't been able to do it for months because of my work schedule, but I'm planning to buy my own bow. Aside from that, I really like to watch VTubers. I enjoyed your stream, it makes me smile. I've been preparing to become VTuber myself. I'm kinda excited, but scared at the same time. Like, I don't have much quality to be a good liver, but I'm gonna give it a try. Can you give me some advice regarding it? And I hope you have a great day, and I kinda want to know what your favorite sweets are. That's a lot of questions, there's a lot of things you said, so let me go through each and one of this. Cause, first of all, the archery sound, kind of like the Thank you, Echo, for the soup. Thank you. You didn't come too late, don't worry. And we always have the recording on the YouTube. But it's like the ping. What's the sound? It's the pushing, and then after the ping, it kind of hits the target. It's like it's a very nice sound. I agree. It is a very, very satisfying sound. Ping. It's a very nice sound. I haven't done it in a while, but I think just last month or 2 months ago, I went to a little archery kind of center. I was really good at it, by the way. I was shocked. I didn't realize I actually had talents when it comes to bow and arrow and just shooting. I'm actually really good at it. I hit dead center pretty well. But anyway, that aside, I really do like the sound. And the whole motion of just like pulling the bow and just like shooting the arrow and just hearing it leave your bow and then shooting, you know, the target. Honestly, really cool. Really good. I'm really glad that you're buying your own bow. Hopefully you'll find more time from your busy work schedule. I hope you really can. Because having a hobby, I feel like is really important too. What I will say though about you being a VTuber. So you know how you said you don't think you have the quality to be a good liver? I don't think anyone. I know some people do, and some people generally do have the ability to be a good liver. But I would say 90%, maybe 80% of people who first became a VTuber or are trying out to be a VTuber, I don't think any of them really have the confidence that they will be good at it. My advice to you is if you want to succeed, or you know, I don't know what your goal is exactly, whether it's to succeed or you know what you want clout or whatever, or you just want to enjoy it or whatever. Don't try to be someone you're not. The only way for you to do this, because listen, like I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky because NIJISANJI basically boosted my career. If I was just started alone, I'm gonna be honest, I probably wouldn't have made it so much. I'm not saying that I'm not trying. I do personally feel like I am putting a lot of efforts into many of the things I'm doing. Do I believe I deserve all of these subscribers and all these billions? You know, a part of me says no, but a part of me says yeah. You know what? I put in the effort, and you know, I feel like what makes me able to kind of, I know it's only been like 6 days, but what makes me feel like I just don't think if I were not myself, there's no way I would have kept going. You know what I mean? If I were to fake it, there's no way I would have made it. There's no way I would have been able to continue this or, you know, have any belief in myself to continue this. So, look, Anon, first of all, I commend you. I think this is a very fun, interesting first step. Being a liver is fun, but it's also pretty stressful. So just keep that in mind. But also, remember to be yourself. I don't know what your goal is, but try to think of that one goal. But don't die by it, you know? Don't be like, if I don't hit like, I don't know, 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna quit. It's over. No. Try to enjoy the process of it. It's all about you showing off yourself to the world. And I think there's nothing more exciting than that there. Like there really is nothing more exciting than kind of that. Showing who you are to the rest of the world. I think that's really exciting. And this goes to all of y'all chat too. Whether it be, I mentioned this also, but you know, whether it be writing a story, drawing something, or you know, being a liver or whatever, making YouTube videos, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Give it a try. And if it doesn't work out, it's fine. At least you tried. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, sure, success is cool too, but trust me, success has its own problems. More importantly, like for me, like I'm really glad I tried writing short stories. Sure, I don't really write as much, and sure, I failed at writing a novel, but the fact that I put in the thought into trying to make the novel, I put in like solid like hours just sitting down thinking of how I'm gonna write this, I don't regret that at all. I think that really helped me become the person I am. Yeah, you can say at least I tried. It's so much better. Listen, it's so much better to say at least I tried than saying I could have done that. It's so much better to say at least I tried than saying I could have done that. Okay? And it builds character, yes. Alright, I think I'm gonna do one more letter. Let me see. That's a good one. You know, I think this is a pretty nice this is a pretty nice one to end with. Thank you, Crepe-sama. Thank you for the super. One thing that truly makes me happy is NIJISANJI. Seeing how wholesome the members are towards each other makes me yearn for a wholesome found family trope, just like them. Watching any Niji liver stream gives me tons of serotonin. Nice! I saw a post saying something about a specific Niji member, that they're the type to heal your inner child, and I couldn't agree more. If I do say so myself, watching Niji livers just somehow heal my inner child, and you all bring me so much joy and happiness. As stressful as life has been so far, I'm proud of myself for sticking around this long to find NIJISANJI. Of course, there are other ways and things that I do to heal myself as well. NIJISANJI just happens to be a huge source of happiness for me. I have a newfound passion for life, and that I would love to be part of that family one day. I have to join NIJISANJI one day, and spread happiness just the way each of you do. Thank you for helping me find a new passion in life. I love you all so much. And it's quite interesting, because I chose this one in particular, because many people also sent similar ones, like this one. It's a quick one, so let me just quickly read it. Nice to meet you, Bear. I'm a normal senior high school student from China. This blissful thing I felt was meeting NIJISANJI EN. It's like a warm little home. There are people from different places with different personalities. All of you are gentle. I gradually fell in love with everyone here. You made me laugh and comfort me when I'm sad. It's the place of my heart. I dream that one day when I grow up older, I can join the big family too. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll be a kohai. I am working hard to realize this dream. And there's another one. There's another one. NIJISANJI, but that's quite obvious. And then this person does talk about their interest in Monet, which, by the way, I'm not going to read your letter because it's almost time. But Monet is a very good choice in artist. Probably my favorite painter as well. So very good choice. But many people do mention NIJISANJI, and I do want to say this. And I'm not going to say too much about this, but I know we recently lost a member, and I'm not going to say much. And I don't think I'm in any position to answer any questions, but let's just say the fact that happens really did hurt us. Not just I know y'all are really sad as well, especially if you were a fan, but it really hurt me and NIJISANJI as well, NIJISANJI EN as well, every single one of us, because like Anon said, we are very much like a real family. I can't really emphasize this enough when I say that our interactions on live streams are very much similar to our interactions back in on Discord. I'm very happy to meet my senpai as well as my gen mates, because everyone is so freaking nice, very much kind. And I do believe that's why it hurt us even more that we lost one of our family members. But the fact that our pain is a thing, I think is testament to just how much we love each other, and how much of a big family NIJISANJI EN is. And I think that's also a reason why I'm very happy that you guys think we're a family as well. I hope you guys can find, what's the word I'm looking for? Warmth, comforts, and maybe even a small, maybe somewhat strange, but maybe view us as y'all's family as well. Because that's what we are. We're entertainers. We're here for your behalf, to make your day happier. So, you guys look upon us and look up to us. There's nothing more I can honestly expect more. There's nothing more I can possibly want more from y'all. So thank you so much for being part of my family. And of course, Anon, if you were to join NIJISANJI, big welcome hugs. Not even a question. I'll do my best. I'm introverted, but I'll do my best to help you out. That goes to all of y'all as well, chat. If auditions do open up, I'll probably talk about that as well later. But I do hope to, who knows, who knows. And again, thank you so much for loving NIJISANJI, and thank you so much for loving me. I think it's a gratitude that I cannot possibly explain perfectly. So I'm very glad to have met you all. And that's it. How was that? How was that for my very, very, very first radio stream? Thank you so much for the donations, by the way. Thank you so much. It's honestly so kind of y'all. I'll definitely make it a point to try to read all those donations at some points. But I'm glad that I hope it was good. It was so much fun. It was so good. I hope it was a nice warming kind of moment for y'all. Many of you, before exams, maybe even after exams, just try to take it easy. After work, maybe even during work, who knows? Try to take it easy. Hopefully this was a nice, comforting sort of stream. I'm really glad to hear that any of you liked it. And thank you so much for the supers. Oh my god. All right. Well, that's it for me. I actually don't know who is after me. Maybe I'll just quit for now. I think I'll just call it quit. Y'all, if there is someone who's coming after me, definitely do give them love as well. If not, just take a rest. You guys deserved it. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the very end. And I just want to say y'all are doing great. Oh, and for the next topic for the radio stream, I haven't thought of it yet, but I will mention it later on Twitter, and I will open it up as well. I'll mention it in stream as well later on. I haven't thought of one yet so far, but do look forward to that, and I hope you guys participate in that as well. And yeah, I just want to say, I think you guys are doing absolutely great. If I may say so myself. Have a good day. Have a good night. And see you, my Villions.